Many conversations contemplate if his work is being honored today, if we would be proud from the streets of Baltimore to the streets of Ferguson and beyond. Dialogue from community gatherings to the dinner table weigh heavy on the conversation of the effectiveness of the work in that of Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. If he was alive today, would he be proud? Or is he turning in his grave? Would he be ecstatic that we have our nation's first African-American president? Be it true that the life and legacy in that of Dr. King is one that has changed the very fabric of this nation. It is one that has defied political struggles and antiquated ideologies. It is one of community, unity, and equality. Because Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. lived out his life's purpose, fulfilling all that he was purposed to do on this earth, it is up to us to carry forth the charge. So the question we should ask ourselves is, are we proud? Are we proud of where we are? As a nation, are we proud that we've come so far, yet we've got so far to go? Until both the right side of the aisles and the left side of the aisles in Washington can agree that the agenda should be for the people, by the people, and the people shouldn't be left hanging in the balance? When we consider this year's theme of this great event, the courage to dream, the determination to achieve, we must ask, what does it really mean to dream? Does it mean when we've eaten something late at night and we have those weird dreams that are so vivid that we don't want to share with anybody else for fear of them looking at us side? No, it's those ideas that we have within us. It's those ideas and those things that could very well be the key that someone else needs in their life. It's a dream that goes beyond yourself. It's a dream that touches the next generation and reaches to them. It's that book that you've been thinking about writing. It's that program that you've been thinking about starting. It's the business, the initiative, which could be the lifesaver for someone else. What are you doing for others? Dr. Martin Luther King had a famous quote that says, life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? A great question to ask ourselves. And if I could for just a moment step into the mind of Dr. King, I would think that this is a question that he often asked himself too. Yet my hope today is to inspire you to believe that someone somewhere needs the gift that you have within you. They are waiting on that idea. They're waiting on you to write the book. They're waiting on you to start the initiative. It's that vision that you have on the inside of you, your voice and your boldness. Dr. King's dream went beyond his own generation. He had a dream that his 4 little children would one day live in a nation where they weren't judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. Dr. King used his voice, the gifting within him, to touch nations and generations to come. See, he realized that fulfilling his purpose is more than just about you. Dr. King understood more than that what affected his backyard, but it was also about what affected the backyards of other people. He used the platform that he was given to uplift, to educate, and to empower. Though Dr. King's platform was massive, thousands gathered at Lincoln Memorial and around the world, just traveling from near and far just to hear and to take the charge. Your platform may not be the size of that of Dr. King. It could be just around your dinner table. It could be with you sitting amongst your circle of friends, but you too have a charge to affect and empower those right in your own home. It could be those in your community. It could be those in your church. But wherever your platform and whatever the size, understand that the world is too waiting on you. Someone, somewhere needs what you have to offer. So dream, and don't just dream, but also do it. However, dreaming doesn't come without opposition. I'm inclined to believe that through all of the prolific quotes Dr. King left us along the way, some of them were actually used to encourage himself. During challenging times, he persevered. Sometimes you've got to just encourage yourself. Post positive affirmations around your mirror in the bathroom, around your computer at work or in your office. I'm inclined to believe that he reminded himself, and I mean he also reminded us, that the ultimate measure of a man, a woman, a young adult, is not where you stand in the moments of comfort and convenience, but where you stand in the times of challenge and controversy. It's not what happens to you or even what happens around you. It's how you respond. Any dreamer or doer understands that there will be challenges that you must face. There will be naysayers, and in young people's term, haters. Those voices will come from those you don't know, and even from those that you do know. It's your response to those voices that will determine your outcome. You may hear a million no's, but one yes from God will change your whole life. I'm reminded of one young woman's dream who didn't grow up with a silver spoon in her mouth, who actually faced life's challenges. But yet she believed that as a single mother, she could raise a successful child and also assist other women to do the same. If you don't know who I'm talking about, she's about my height, about my complexion, and it looks a little bit just like me. You too can believe that regardless of what's going on around you, there is something within you that can empower, that you can use to empower the next generation. When you have a dream, you must be willing to stand in faith or fall in fear. A true dreamer must be comfortable with being uncomfortable to be outstanding. Everyone's not going to agree. You may have to walk alone. Dreamers like Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. understood the secret to achieving was the ability to take the limits off of yourself. Don't let where you come from determine how far you go. Don't allow what mom didn't do or what dad didn't do to set the bar for your life. Don't allow age to be a determining factor. Don't allow what's happening around you to shape your tomorrow. The world still waits on you. Connect with the right people if you want to achieve. Individual achievement is about the people behind the person. Realize having the right support, the right people in your ear can push and cast down the voice of naysayers. Dr. King had an entourage of those who walked with him and completely bought into the vision that he was carrying. Better yet, he had Mrs. Coretta Scott King, who stood beside him while he was living and pushed his initiative forward even after his death. Also remember, in order to achieve that dream that you have within you, that it's going to require sacrifice. It may require sleepless nights, burning the midnight oil, going the extra distance, but be willing to put forth the effort to see the dream manifested. When you have an idea or a dream or a vision and everything around you looks bleak, when budget cuts are all too common and setbacks are all too frequent, those are the moments to believe even more. The stage has been set for all of us. Dr. King is gone, and we're still here left to carry the charge. And so I ask you, are you proud of where you are? What dream do you have within you that the world waits for? Let us collectively continue to dream until mediocrity is unsettling, until war becomes peace, until education becomes stellar and is made a priority again. Let us dream until depression, suicide, and bullying among young people become a foreign language. Let us dream and believe until the values that we have, that we once held true, become embedded in the very fabric of who we are in this nation that we love so dear. And I ask in my closing that you remember that the world is waiting on you. You're either going to stand in fear, stand in faith, or fall in fear. The world awaits the dream, so be determined to achieve against all odds. Thank you.